Reactor, online. Sensors, online. Weapons, online. All systems, nominal.
Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another What I Would Like to See or Wish List episode. In this one, the battle value system. So in lore, and in the tabletop, and in the game I've been playing, which is the Mega Mech, there is the battle value system. So every mech has a value. What weapons it has on it causes the quote-unquote value to modify and fluctuate and change and all that stuff. So what I wanted to say was, right now, there is the weightage system, right? Like you have a mech that weighs 75 tons, therefore you can only utilize that mech of 75 tons. Because everyone can min-max their weapons and all that stuff. What I'd like to see is more of the actual tabletop variant of the weighting system, where it's a battle value. Now, how this can be instituted into a match of, say, 12 players is very, very simple. Which we'll get into momentarily, but I want to talk about how it would work. So firstly, every mech, right, its chassis would have a set battle value system. So we're going to use my Warhammer here as the base. So it's got two medium lasers, it's got dual gas, two medium lasers, XL engine, no XL engine, sorry. What the hell? I don't even remember what the hell it has in here. So it has an XL engine, two dual gas, and two medium pulse. So, a stock Warhammer, for example, out of the box, say, has a rating of 100. Now, the way to work out the rating, obviously, would be armor. Well, I'm not going to get into math, but we'll just say it worked out to be 100. So, say I downgraded the engine. That should downgrade the battle value, right? So, say I downgraded the engine so that it's now a 90 battle value. Okay, so now I also modify the weapons, but put heavier weapons on it. So a Gauss rifle is worth, say, 5 battle value. So I have 2, so I'd have to add up 10. So I'd pay back up to 100 again. 2 medium pulse are 5 each, so now I'm at 110. Say the original, Warhammer was exactly this, right? So this is the stock build for a Warhammer. It isn't, but say this was. Now, say I downgraded the engine, that would downgrade my battle value, right? Basically, that is the battle value in my eyes is the actual worth of a mech and how much potential it has at basically wrecking house. So what I'd like to see them do is take in comparatively the firepower. So right now, my Black Widow can do 42 damage. 75 tons. Or 70 tons, damage of 42. So say we set a value of this of, 42. There we go, firepower, right? 42. Now, we would use that as the initial number. So out of 100, 40, it looks at it and goes, okay, well, what's your damage? Okay, 42. Okay, so right now your battle value is 42. Now what's your tonnage? Well, it's 70 tons. Okay, so it's 70 plus 42. Now, what's your speed? Okay, well, let's add that in there to 52. Does it have jump capabilities? No. Okay, so we don't do a math there. Does it have XL engine? If it does, then that's where you come into the decision. Well, it makes it easier to kill. So to my eyes, that's a reduction of its value in the battle because it has a higher, basically, ability to be shot. So, reduce that by whatever. So in the end, you come up with some mathematical number that a mech is worth. I don't have the exact battle values of certain mechs and things like that, so I wouldn't be able to look it up. Actually, I might be able to, but I won't do that right now, during the video. But so you come up with the value of each mech. Now, instead of using the tonnage system, what you do is you get together, you drop in quick play, alone or with a group, and what happens is the game itself, when you're in the group screen, instead of having a tonnage limit, it says battle value limit, right? So it'll say, okay, your battle value limit for one player is unlimited. Battle value for 2 players is, say 500. The battle value for, it'll slowly integrate up. Now, what they can do too then is, see a group that has a battle value of 500, see a group that's another 500, put them together, now all of a sudden, look at that, that's 6 mechs. Right? So it already knows. So in the end, it'll actually add up how much the battle value is and try to make the games a little bit more fair. Because, I mean, people min-max, right? People will have, quad Ghost direwolves, which are fucking crazy-ass deadly. So what'll happen basically is you almost create like a slide scale, where people that are running the max of min-maxing, so they're minimizing the risk, but they're maximizing the potential. People that are going to min-max are going to play other players that are min-maxing as well. So it's going to be a challenge for them to be able to learn how to basically bring out even more potential out of their guy. But then also people who do not min-max, like myself, for example. I just like to build robots that look cool, and I also suck. But people that don't really min-max will play other people that don't really min-max, and they'll get the whole thing of, well, okay, I'm not playing people that are the same skill of me when it comes to designing robots and stuff like that. So now it's more of a skill, right? It's, well, you may be able to, I may have hit across a battle value of a robot that's really good, and I play up against people that are playing a really good robot too. So it kind of works out, right? So it's all on an equal footing. I mean, you may play against people that have a battle value, say, above or below a certain threshold within your tier, but at least then it comes in to also play faction warfare too, right? So in faction warfare, it'll basically say you have 4 mechs to pick. The max battle value you can utilize yourself, and these 4 is blank. So you could run, 4 atlases that have like complete maxed armor that have like 4 medium pulse in each arm. Or sorry, 2 medium pulse in each arm. And that's it, if you want to. Obviously the battle value will be whatever plus whatever. So they don't worth as much. So theoretically you could run 3 atlases with 4 medium pulse and that's it, right? Basically you're just a wall of armor. And you're basically just there to tank and protect people. There you go. So the battle value there would be you as basically a meat shield. Right? So it becomes more of a thinking man's game a little bit too, right? So every mech has its value in the war, on the battle and all that stuff. But as I said, it'll also come in play in faction warfare too, when you have these groups and it's like, hey, we actually have to think now what we put on our mechs, not just use the generic tonnage of a mech. Now we have to be like, okay, well, I'm running a PPC on my guy. I'm running the following, weapon on this guy. I'm running the following, the weapon on that guy. So when we all get together, we're actually over our battle value by 10. Okay, so that means, the 2 of us have to modify our builds a little bit. Player A and player B have to at least drop a medium pulse down to 2, drop a medium. Or even someone who's running 4 medium pulse has to drop down to 4 medium, just regular 4 medium lasers. So it'll also force players as well to constantly overcome and adapt to the changing battlefield as well. That way you're not going to be forced to be like, okay, I'm going to run, boom, dual Gauss, dual Peep, everything. Well then what the fuck is the point, right? If I know if I'm coming across a mech that's dual Gauss, dual Peep, every single match, I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to basically try to figure out a way to min-max my mech with the realization that, okay, well, I have 70 tons. So all they got to do is add like an extra little thing here that says battle value, or just value, and then have a number. And that tells you what your mech's worth, so you know. But anyways, that is my idea about the battle value system and to put it in place in replace of the tonnage system. Which also, as I said, one thing also to be incorporated as well in the value system is the heat efficiency, the actual new power draw system. Some mechs will have better power draw than others, right? So therefore, that'll affect the battle value. But anyways, enough for me gibbering and jabbering away. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on the battlefield. Bye-bye.